Alright, let's do a little bit from the SS anyway, get this little clock out of the way a bit. Okay, what we got? I'm going to go straight to page 53. I went to the grade D ones. I'll pick a grade C one. I'll do one involving multiplying out two brackets, not touching, but here we go. This is 3J, the last one I've got here. Oops, I don't really want yellow at this stage. So 4 multiplied by m minus 3, can't just read it carefully in this light, 3n, and then I've got to take away brackets 3m minus 5n. That's good. Alright, so here we go. 4 times m, 4m, 4 times 3 is 12. I've got 12 n's, but it's negative. Make that look a little bit more like an n. Right, now remember, minus 1 times 3m, minus 3m, minus 1 times minus 5n, minus times minus, plus 5n. Be careful. Here we go, let's do the m's first. 4m, take away 3m. What do we got? We've got ourselves a single m. And now we'll do the n's. Minus 12n plus 5n. So minus 12 plus 5 leaves us on negative 7. Alright? Minus 7n. Let's check that. Minus 12 plus 5 minus 7. So I've got m minus 7. Upping to grade B now. Question 5 that is. I'll do 2 I suppose. I'll do the last 2. I presume they're the hardest 2. I've got here, working down here in the sand, I've got 2t plus 3 multiplied by 3t minus 2, again operating in grade B. Let's go across the page. 2t times 3t, well 2 3s are 6, t times t is t squared. I'm going to go quickly because we've done it all before. 2t times 2 is 4t, but it's negative, it says so. 3 times 3t, that's plus 9 lots of t, and 3 times 2 is 6, but it's minus 6, it says so right there. Squish it up, we've got 6 lots of t square. We've got now minus 4t plus 5t. Well, minus 4 plus 9t. Minus 4 plus 9 is positive 5t, which is why I said 5 earlier. My brain's working too quickly. And right, here we go. Minus 6 on its own. That's now simplified. Turn over the page. I'll do the last one in the blue sky. Incidentally, that's Mallorca, a place called Siot. Absolutely stunning. You ought to go there, and that's where we were a couple of times. Right, 2w plus 3 all squared. What does that mean? We should know that. It means I've got 2w plus 3 multiplied by 2w plus 3. Really easy, not scary, no minuses. Right, 2 times 2 is 4, w times w, 4w squared. 2w times 3, I got 6 lots of w. 3 times 2w, yet another 6 lots of w. 3 3s are 9. Please note, classic error, kids tend to add the bits at the end. Don't know why, don't do it. 3 times 3 is 9. Remember, this is called multiplying out brackets, not adding things willy-nilly. Right, simplified down. 4y squared, 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 12 w's, plus the 9 at the end, and that's how you rock and roll. Let's simplify a couple of expressions in question 6. They look quite good. Work in the sand. I've got a v plus 5. Upstairs I have a 2v plus 10. Now when you see something like that, do not be tempted to go cancelling the v's. Doesn't work. Can't do anything with the upstairs. I can, however, factorise the bottom bit. Common factor of 2 and 10 is 2. Take it out. Sorry, 2v plus 10. Take out the 2. 2 times v would make 2v, and 2 times 5 would make the 10. Okay, very simple. Now look, the top bit, v plus 5, will cancel with the bottom bit, v plus 5. So look, I can show the examiner I can cancel out. Now watch for the most annoying error on the earth. Some kids say the answer is 2. No, it's not 2. 2 is trapped underneath the divide line. The answer is 1/2. Look, v plus 5 divided by v plus 5 is 1. Where do you think the 1 is going to go? Well, it's going to go upstairs on the numerator. And the 2 is still sitting there all by himself waiting for the 1 to appear and be friends with it. So the answer is not 2, the answer is 1/2. And if you find that really dangerous, then when you cancel it there, put down a 1 there, you put down a 1 there. Then you can see you've got 1 over 2, because 2 times 1 is still 2. If that helps, do that. But don't make the mistake of shoving the 2 on top. It doesn't live there. I'll do the last one. What's the point of doing that one? That's just too boringly easy. I'll do F instead. Let's turn over and we'll do F. 3c minus 9 all over 2c minus 6. Can't do much with that. Well, actually, look, why don't I start factorising and see what happens. I can take 3 out of a 3c and 3 out of a 9. So 3, there you go. 3 times c makes 3c, minus 3 times 3 makes 9. 3 3's 9 with a negative makes it minus 9. Factorise the bottom bit. I can take a 2 out of 2c and a 6. So there we go. 2 times c, 2c. 2 times 3 makes 6, but it's negative. Oh, look how wonderful this is. I've got c minus 3, goodbye. C minus 3, goodbye. Goodbye doesn't mean I ignore them and cancel it out. What it means is I recognise that c minus 3 divided by himself is 1. I'm left with 3 over 2, otherwise known as 1 and a half. So all the letters disappear. It's exactly 1 and a half. And that's hard-ish. Not really. Question 7. I think I'll just do the hardest one there and be done. That'll be it. Right, 7c over 12 plus 4c over 9. Right, 12s and 9s, lowest common multiple, 36. I think I've got their... What's 4 9s, Andrew? Is it 38? 30, so it works, yeah. 2 9s are 18 to 36. So right, let's just upgrade all these to 36, coming down here in the sand. So that's going to go out at 36, plus that's going to go out at 36. Right, 12 times 3 makes 36, so multiply the top bit by 3. I've got 21 C's. 4 9s, 36. 4 C's becomes 16 C's. Now we have a little breather. Alright, let's check it over. 12 times 3, 36. 7c times 3, 21 C's. 9 4s is 2 18s, 36. So multiply top by 4 as well. 4c times 4, 16c. Great, I'm happy to add across there. It's all over 36. What have I got here? 20, 37. I've got 37 C's over 36. Well, I'd be happy to leave it like that, except that 36 goes into 37 once, and oh, it's ugly, isn't it? So it's 1c, so it's 1 and horrible, 1 and 1/36 of a c. I think that's really awful. Actually, it's so awful, I'm not even going to leave it like that as a final step. I prefer that, leave it as a top-heavy fraction with c as part of that expression, and that's it. I've got an exam-style question, which I've got time to do. The video is only 8 minutes long. Very boring, very simple. Simplify that. Oh dear. Y plus 2 times y times y. Be very, very careful. Here I am multiplying 2 times y times y. That will become a block in its own right, and the y stands alone. But if the y stands alone, let's call it y and just be done with it. Then it says plus. Again, you're still applying your Bidmus rules to algebra. 2 times y is 2y squared. And you can't simplify it any further, so don't try. Leave it like that. Don't bother to factorise it. It's a 1-mark question. So that's that. Next little bit. It says part B. It says factorise 15y plus 25. Well, I can take 5's out of each of those. So take a 5 out. That leaves me 3 y's indoor, because 5 times 3y is 15y. And 5, because 5 times 5 makes 25. Close off my bracket. Factorise z squared. Let's go down here in the blue bit. Z squared plus 8z. Well, the common factors, of course, z. Take it out. Z times z makes z squared. Z times 8 makes 8z. Done. And expand and simplify. 1 mark. These are never 1 mark. Expanding is 1 mark. Simplifying further is 1 mark. So, in other words, bust open the brackets and squish it all up. Right, 2n times n. 2 lots of n squared. 2n times 1. Well, just 2n on its own. minus 1 times n, minus a single n, minus 1 times 1 is minus 1, squish it up. This is the simplifying bit, which should be worth 2 marks now. 2n squared, because the n's are different terms in n squares. 2n take away 1, n is plus a single n. Don't ever write a 1 there, please. That's really, really horrid and boring and ugly. You don't do that in algebra. So 2 minus 1 is a single n, and then take away 1 on its own. And that, my friends, is the end of section 5. You've got to look at the foundation ones. If you found this all a bit quick and a bit too grade B-ish, go back to grade E and build up your foundations and get strong. So I'm signing that off for now. I'll let the clock run. I don't care about that.